quickly, the fixtures for this weekend NNL. Which fixture are we looking out for?
Yeah, for the one I'm in fact when you were calling out the fixtures, the one that got me smiling is the Lagos Derby, Sporting Lagos and Madiba. That's so that's going to be a fierce contest between the two teams. So far, Sporting Lagos, I think they've tried to rejuvenate themselves from their last disaster in the MPFL. So and they have been quite a bit consistent, especially at home. And now they are playing a Lagos derby. So there's all out. They both team will go all out and fight for the 3 points. So I look forward to that match. Truth be told, I look forward to that match. Then unfortunately, Kun Khalifa too. They lost their first game, I think, for the season last weekend. I'm looking for how they are going to bounce back for this for the games this week. Then ABSFC against Rovers. It's unfortunate, we were saying this last week again that ABS going away to Osun United. They should be able to salvage a point, but unfortunately, I think they got a late. They lose on at the tick of the time. Now coming back home, now you just have to reinvent themselves and ensure that they get the 3 maximum points. Judging for the fact that Rovers will be coming from all the way from Calabar, that's going to be a long journey. And
they're already in town.
They're already in town, so I expect fatigue to set in if ABS team can capitalize on that. I see them going all the way out to get the 3 maximum points.
All right, and let's see how it pans out. That match goes down tomorrow at the Kwara Ceylon Complex in Ilorin, 3 p.m. ABS Ilorin Football Club up against Calabar Rovers. Let's quickly look out at the standings in the Nigerian National League after 6 rounds of matches played in the Conference A. We have Abia Comment who top at the park right here with 12 points, followed by Warri Wolves who are still unbeaten. Both teams are unbeaten. I'm talking about Abia Comment and Warri Wolves. 12 points apiece between them. Beyond Limit FA has 11 points. Man City has 10 points. Crown with 9 points. Inter Lagos, they were at the playoff last time, but this time they seem to be struggling. They have 5 points. Dakada 5 points as well. Ijele FC 5 points. Edel 3 points. One for the 1472 FC. They relegated last time. They had 3 points. Bajo United, the newcomers, just sit bottom with just 1 point. For Conference B, we have Osun United 13 points. Kun Khalifa 13 points. Solution FC 10 points. Rovers 8 points. We have Sporting Supreme FC 7 points. Gateway United FC 7 points as well. ABS Lorry FC with lesser games played 6 points. Abakaleke, not Abakas, but Abakaleke FC has 6 points. We have Gospel Akpabi United with 5 points. Mandiba 1 point with 4 games played. First Bank as well with 1 point after 4 games. Not looking good for First Bank right there. That's that for Conference B. Conference C, we have Wiki Tourists with 10 points. Solution FC with 9 points. Gombe 9 points. Mighty Jets 8 points. Barao FC 6 points. Zamfara United 5 points. Jigawa Golden Stars 2 points. Basira FC in top group D with 9 points. Jupiter Stars has 8 points. Doma United has 7 points. So, Sporting Supreme has 7 points. Kepi United FC has 6 points. Kada Warriors FC has 5 points. Adamawa United has 4 points. That's for the standings. And the MPFL returns. Kadri, we have interesting games. The outstanding game was played yesterday, talking about the Zobia Derby.
Okay. Enyimba Canopilas.
Canopilas edging the Aba Warriors, Aba Giant by 2 goals to 0.
The People's Elephant.
2 goals to 0. Of course, they'll be in Ilorin talking about the People's Elephants. They take on Kwara United on Monday at the rescheduled fixtures for the first round. About people Elephants, they should be on their way to Ilorin as we speak. They take on Kwara United. That makes the Kwara United 3SC game being postponed at the moment. Games will return in the Nigerian Premier League this weekend. We have Nasarawa United who take on Katsina United. We have Rangers International, the current champions, up against Niger Tornadoes. Sunshine Stars we'll welcome Ikorodu City. That's the Southwest Derby.
Yeah.
And of course, Abia Warriors will be up against Bayelsa United. For Sunday, Atlan and Lobby Stars will do battle. Plateau United will welcome Rivers United, the pride of Rivers. Aqua United, the Raymond Stars, the big clash that will be, I think that's the biggest match for this week. Aqua United, Raymond Stars.
Aqua United Remo Star? No, I don't see it that way. Aqua United are not doing too fine. If you look at
that makes it fixture big because they will be
okay. If you look at it very well during the last season, it was at the second part of the league season of the league that they were able to get their mojo back for them to escape relegations. I think the recent coach they sacked was one they hired during the second part of last season that rescued them from relegations. And while going back to this second half again, they've sacked the previous coach and another coach has come in. I will hope the app is also going to be able to help them escape relegation this time around. Then Raymond Stars have been are looking for ways to get their own first trophy of the league so far. So they
has done a lot enough to actually.
I see this season to be the season for them, judging for the fact that Rangers are always up and down. They have been flip-flop in the course of the season. So I expect Raymond Stars to capitalize on this season and go all out to win this trophy at the end of the season. So this game is going to be all out to be played for. Ramos will want to maintain their standings on the league table, and Aqua United will want to go a step further by avoiding relegations. So it's important for them to the whole team, the two teams are going to play their heart out to ensure that they got a reasonable point after the match.
All right, I have on the line the Betel Carlo all the way from the city of Aba. Good morning, Betel Carlo.
Good morning to you, Tosh.
Are you right now at Ngwa Road? Where exactly are you? Hello, Betel.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I said, where exactly are you right now? Are you at Ngwa Road?
Yes, I'm at Ngwa Road.
All right, let's talk about the People's Elephant. They lost yesterday. The rescheduled fixture to Kano Pillars 2-0 that ended. Are you disappointed?
No, I'm not disappointed. Even though I would have wished that they got a victory, but I am not disappointed. They are coming from a long journey from Cairo, and they played a very, very grueling game against Zamalek, and they are playing against Kano Pillars away from home. So I didn't expect anything much. Perhaps I wanted them to at least get a draw, but a loss is not bad for me. Expected from
talking about making a long journey from Cairo, the People Elephants, who are 2 times African CAF Champions League winners, have been eliminated from the CAF Confederations Cup. The only luck we have was the Guinean side at Oroya, who lost, and then we have to maintain our first slot. Away from that, not what I want to talk about. Talking about the People's Elephant, the defeat, elimination. What does it mean for Nigerian football?
Well, what it means is that we have to work harder. We have to work harder to be able to maintain our fourth slot. And it also shows that there's something we are not doing right as a people when it comes to our club football. Because we cannot always get eliminated in the first round, and anyone that tries to get into the group stages gets knocked out. That means we have to work harder. And for now, it means that there's something we are not really doing right, which we must fix. Because we cannot keep losing to North Africans like this. We cannot keep going to group stages and then we celebrate just being in the group stages. We have to aim for more. We have to look at ways to get to the knockout stages and even try to win the tournament.
It's been a while. The last team that made it to the quarterfinal was Rivers United. I think that was last season. But Nigeria, we call ourselves the giant of Africa, or the giant of Africa. We know that we have talent in this country. Why are we finding it difficult, to to win tournaments like the CAF tournament. The last time we won it was Enyimba doing that far back 2003, 2004. What should be done to revive Nigerian football in terms of club football and we dominating the continent once more?
Well, we have to first get it right with management. We also have to get it right with recruitment of players because if you look at the players on parade for Al Masry and Zamalek, they are not in the same level with the players who are Enyimba paraded. So we have to get it right with recruitment. Even when Enyimba won the CAF Champions League and when they were doing well on the continent, they had some of the best players in the country.
Yeah.
But then you have to look at the players they have now. Even the coach is complaining that some of these players will have to go because he's not seeing what he expected. So we have to do well when it comes to recruitment, welfare, and also have to be intentional about what we want to achieve on the continent. We don't just want to qualify so that we go to the continent, collect $300,000 or more from CAF, and then clap for ourselves that we've done well. We have to be intentional about what we want to achieve, and by then we'll then be able to get something from the continent.
Let's talk about women football. You are not then follow up the women football. The Nigerian Women Football League is back. We've seen some of interesting fixtures. Your Abia Angels won this weekend 3-0 the midweek against Azara Amazon. How much of an improvement have you seen in this league this season? Just by 2 matches played.
Well, I'm impressed with the level of competitiveness in the league this season, and I'm also impressed with the consistency of the Dolphins. Two games, 2 wins, 1 away win and 1 at home. Convincingly, they won against Abia Angels, and also for me, I'm also impressed because the league is getting visibility now. We saw 2 games.
Robo also won their 2 games.
Yes. So it shows that the league is becoming more competitive, and if care is not taken, Edo Queens may not defend their title, and other teams want to beat Edo Queens, and that is where the competitiveness comes in. And also, I'm happy with the visibility that the league is getting because we've seen games on TV on Wednesday. We saw 2 games on Emirate versus Rivers Angels. We saw Remo Stars, Remo Ladies. We also saw that versus Ekiti Queens. We saw that on TV. So I'm really impressed. For us having 2 games on TV on a particular match day, it shows that we are making progress.
You talked about Edo Queens not being able to, not looking likely to defend their title. For the past 3 years, we've had different winners from Rivers Angels to Delta Queens to Edo Queens. Is that a sign of a good thing to come for? Is that a sign of an improvement in Nigerian league?
Well, it shows the league is competitive in a place where nobody dominates for a particular long time. Yes, we had the Rivers Angels, we had Bayelsa Queens dominating, but then in the past 3 seasons, we've had other teams coming up. We've seen Edo Queens, we've seen Bayelsa Queens, we've seen Delta Queens winning the past 3 seasons. So it shows that the league is competitive. It has always been competitive, but then what happened with Rivers Angels is like it was more like a national team, where you had some of the best players in the national team also playing for Rivers Angels. But then now, and the talents are scattered all over the different clubs, and the clubs are also fighting. So it's good for the league.
But we also have the same problem with the male team, talking about the MPFL side and the NWFL. Since the introduction of the CAF Women Champions League, we've not won. The closest we've come has been, I think, bronze. And now for Edo Queens last time it was 4th.
Yes.
Isn't that the problem?
Well, for me, I don't know if I would say an excuse for that, but then there's a reason for that. If you look at Mamelodi Sundowns who have won, they were the best side in South Africa, and the leagues in South Africa, in Morocco, in Congo, where TP Mazembe is, the leagues are not competitive. So what happens is that a particular team assembles the best of the best and then they play. But then in Nigeria, the talents are scattered, right? The talents are scattered. But then in South Africa, you have Mamelodi Sundowns assembling what may be termed a small national team, the best of the best of the best in the country. But then it's not easy for you to get the best of the best in Nigeria to assemble for in a particular club, and that makes it difficult because you have some particular players in this club in a dope wins. You have also national team players in Nasarawa Masons. You have national team players in Abia Angels. So the best of the players are scattered in different clubs. But then in these other countries, it is concentrated in one club, and that makes it difficult for our girls. But I think as time goes on, we'll be knocking on the door, and when we finally get that victory on the continent, it would be a good one for us.
All right, so looking at the NPFL right now, it gets back this weekend. The commencement of the second stanza, the second, yeah. Looking at the table, we have Remo Stars with 36 points, Rivers United close lead, following with 34 points. Should we be expecting a new winner of the Nigerian Premier League this season?
Well, we'll be expecting a new winner, but
can Imba pull a surprise?
It's possible. It's football. Imba are just they are not even up to 10 points adrift the league leaders, and they have a game in hand. Well, you might say the game in hand. The game in hand is not sure, but then it's possible. It is league football. Remo Stars might lose 2 games, and Imba wins 2 games. They'll close the gap. So it's possible. Even a club we may not be thinking of may just come up to win the league. Last season, Lobby Stars were doing well, and their coach was confident that they were going to win. But then we saw how it happened. Rangers came and won the league. So anything can happen.
I remember the interview in Lorry. All right, thank you very much, Peter Carlo. It's always a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. My regards to the people of Abba.
All right. Yeah.
Yes. It's still classic sport right here on Emirate Radio. Of course, you can join us via Radio Guardian, www.emirateradio.ng, and watch our streams on YouTube, Facebook. Follow us across all social media and do Tosh Michaels. He is my name, the anointed voice on radio. Always bring you the gospel according to sport. Rashid Kadri is still in the building. And right about now, let's talk about European football and some transfer news are coming. We hear Chelsea Football Club are going all out for Garnacho. Yes, the Argentine has been valued for a whopping £70 million. Is that a deal for Chelsea? Chelsea fans, the main problem has been for Chelsea fans, Jackson not converting. And then you have Chelsea still going for a winger. You have the likes of Madueke, Kopama. No, Kopama is a midfielder. We have Kopama. Can also play on the wings. Kopama. We have Jordan Sancho.
Yeah.
They have a younger player for Tariq Josh. I think still going for Garnacho. Is it the right move for Chelsea Football Club?
Yeah, for me, I feel it's the right move. Looking at Garnacho's matches, Garnacho is a fighter. You see him giving him his 100% whenever he comes on the pitch to play, and that's kind of player that Chelsea needs at a point in time. It's going to be a good addition, no doubt. The moment Napoli have been the one taunted to go for him initially, and the 70 million euro that was price tag that was placed on him, I think was one of the off thing. And the moment they heard that Chelsea is coming on board, it was like, oh, I saw an interview that whereby the Napoli president was like, is it coming to give them 20 goals in a season? And I believe if you give Garnacho the opportunity, because he's trying to mirror himself around the goal getter, is an ardent fighter. So if Chelsea can bring him and give him a very good opportunity, enough playing time, is somebody I see that we just going to be another Kopama that it was bought from Man City that nobody knows, and it comes around to look at the number of goals they are giving us this season already. Number of goals with number of assists. So if Garnacho can come in and they complement each other effectively. In fact, if they should supply Nicola Jackson is a very fine striker. If he gets enough,
fine striker only needs 10 chances to score 1 goal.
Well, let just see, he keeps improving. Before coming from I think Villarreal, it was poking him a lot of goals, and it was scattered, and he was given a green mark before it was a Chelsea button. So I feel he just needs good players around him. That will just
so the players around him are not good.
Yeah, they are good, but
Enzo Fernandez is not good.
No, I'm not saying
the game against Fulham. Was it Fulham? Enzo Fernandez created 7 chances, and all 7 chances towards the part of Jackson or missed.
See,
you have a player playing behind a Kopama. You have a player playing alongside Enzo Fernandez.
See, Tosh market. Touch market.
I say he's a good player.
Over time,
you want him to go and bring back the Messi and Ronaldo.
Over time, I believe he improves. Even if he did not, I hope Chelsea did not eventually sell Nkunku. I feel Okuku should be another substitute for him. I'm surprised though that Enzo Maresca is giving a lot of faith to Nicolas Jackson. I feel Okuku should be given the opportunity as much as Magui. Magui has always been doing wonder in Conference League. Yeah, I think he's the top scorer for Conference League. So if he's given the opportunity to play to enough playing time in the Premier League, he will. Yeah, of course, I'm pretty sure of that. So.
All right, Alejandro Garnacho says yes to a potential move to Chelsea. Of course, some transfer news coming your way. Chelsea's Renato Viega has completed a move to Juventus on loan from Chelsea. He wants to play as a centre back and not a left back or a midfielder. He prefers to play as a centre back. That's but then I think it's a good move. Why Chelsea has brought back Trevoh Chalobah.
Vega has been deployed as a defensive midfielder in Chelsea.
He has played a couple of positions in Chelsea. He has played as a left back. He has played as a defender. He has played as a defensive midfielder as well.
But nevertheless,
I think it's an enterprise.
But I feel he feels more comfortable at the center back, which Juventus has promised him. But Chelsea has quite a number of defensive play and back lines that might not actually give him the upper hand. He has failed to live up to expectations. So if he goes to Juventus is the top teams, and that's going to be
gets playing time.
Yes, gets playing times. Then he's going to get his mojo back, and he's still the deal is a loan deal. When he comes back, hopefully he might claim his spot back in the Chelsea team.
Dortmund have stepped back from their pursuit for Marcus Rashford with his £350,000 per week wages proving a stumbling block.
Yep,
he didn't start for Manchester United last night.
Marcus Rashford, I guess that's one of the off things that any clubs is going to consider whenever his wages. Yeah, definitely.
So he has to withdraw.
He has to reduce his wages. No doubt. In fact, I heard that Barcelona are also going for him. Barcelona, I doubt if Barcelona will also be able to match his wage demand.
They just try to find a way to raise the
and he's not ready to go to the Saudi league yet. So if he's the only
time, to exploit that option.
Yeah. So the only team,
somewhere for himself in Europe.
Yeah, the only league that can complement that can match up to that wage bill is any team from Saudi league. So, but any top clubs in Europe would not pay that much.
He's not a Ronaldo. He's not a Messi. No. He's not a Neymar.
He's not a Neymar.
He's not even bagging goals like
He's not an Ipapi. He's not an Ipapi or Vinicius. So no top team in Europe would play that much for him. No.
Yeah, Manchester City are interested in a deal for Andre Cambiaso, but Juventus will demand a fee in the region of 65 million euros. That takes me to the fixtures this week for the English Premier League. Yes. A big cracker this weekend for Chelsea.
Man City.
Chelsea is without Enzo Fernandez, as well as this Belgian. Talking about Lavia.
Well,
It's very big miss. Wouldn't it?
well, yeah, it's gonna be. But then, Cassette is there.
Casedo.
Yeah.
Will he be the one to do all the job?
No, not only him. Kopama is still is still there. But the thing,
Kopama looks worn out.
is not unexpected. If you look at the number of, and I think that will also goes out for almost all the Premier League teams. The number of games they have played during the course of December across January.
Also looking at the Euros, coming from the Euros.
Exactly, and he's still quite a very young guy. So what I felt the coach should have been doing, though he has been doing, is he hardly start him during the conference leagues, but then he
wasn't part of the conference.
Should always try and substitute him, probably in the 70 or 80
and
minutes.
Felix to be given
more playing time. Exactly. Then I think Chelsea is going against Man City this weekend. Man City are totally in shambles at the moment. Forget about the fact that they won 6-0 against Ipswich last weekend. They lost. They are coming from a huge loss against PSG. 40. They were leading 2-0 even that was in the second half, and before you know it, PSG comes back and won the game 4-2. That should send a signal to Chelsea that no, this is doable, and that these Man City teams are just an ordinary teams that can be capitalized on. So I look forward to see Chelsea win this game this weekend.
All right, our fixtures for the English Premier League. We have flying Nottingham Forest with the likes of Aina and Taiwo Woni expected to be amongst the match squad. East Pitch down. Southampton will battle Newcastle. Wolves will be home to Arsenal Football Club. Manchester City will welcome Chelsea Football Club at the Etihad Stadium. That's our fixtures for Saturday. And for Sunday, we have Crystal Palace takes on Brentford. Tottenham Hotspur will be up against Leicester City. Aston Villa will play West Ham, and Fulham Manchester United. Manchester United at the moment are looking so shabby.
You could see their last weekend loss. Amorim was very infuriated. In fact, I heard that he smashed a TV in the dressing room. They just need to get their A games back. This is not the Manchester United that everybody knows. You know, their games yesterday, they narrowly won that game. In fact, they almost
it was a other time go from
Bruno Fernandes. Yeah. So they just
our Nigerian brothers scored.
There's a very fantastic goal.
Lombaluku was at the out of defense for Rangers.
If you see Rangers go, when he got the ball, not thinking twice, he just fired.
That's where from Jackson. Jackson won't give it that.
Why? It seems you are another Mikel Obi that is very.
All right, games also go down in other leagues. We have the Ligue 1, the French Ligue 1. Monaco, we hear they are interested in our own Wilfred Ndidi. Let's see how that pans out. They take on Rennes. Strasbourg take on Lille. And of course, PSG, Remis in the German Bundesliga. Leipzig, Leverkusen. Victor Boniface just shaking off injury. Don't expect to see him on the pitch for Leverkusen tomorrow. Dortmund will against Werder Bremen. Freiburg and Bayern München will battle. Augsburg will take on Heidenheim. I hope I got that right. Mainz will take on Stuttgart. Mönchengladbach and Bochum will fight for all 3 points. Como will take on Atlanta in the Italian Serie A. Ademola Lookman should be on the score sheet in that game. Yes, trust him. The current African Footballer of the Year. Napoli and the Juventus top clash right there in the Italian Serie A. Empoli will take on Bologna. In the Spanish La Liga, Mallorca will take on Betis, Atletico Madrid, and Villarreal will do battle Sevilla. And Espanyol, we go head to head. Valladolid will be home to Real Madrid. That game is for Saturday. Should I bring you game from the Belgian league? Let's see. For Turkish league, where we have our own Victor Osimhen. Sivasspor will take on Kayseri. Anayaspor and Istanbul Besiktas will do battle. Galatasaray will take on. Talking about fixtures in the Turkish Super League. Wolves, let me get a prediction quickly. Wolves Arsenal.
With Arsenal, yeah, Arsenal should have the day.
Arsenal should have the day, but sometimes he said not to have the day.
Well, Arsenal has, even though they have been flip flop in some few couple of games, I don't see Wolf doing any surprises.
Yeah, they almost did damage against Chelsea.
Yeah. So then.
All right, Liverpool is pitched. I should be walkover for Liverpool.
Direct walkover.
Okay, Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth, both teams on fire this time.
Yeah, Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest have been the most surprising team so far.
But Bournemouth has been fantastic.
Yeah, also Bournemouth too have been. But then, if you look at where Nottingham Forest are on the league table at the moment, nobody will have expected it. They struggled with relegation last season, and yeah, coming back this season and it's fighting for top 4. They are fighting for top 4. So,
Fulham, Liverpool, Manchester United.
Fulham, Manchester. That should be a draw.
That should be a draw.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't trust anybody.
No.
All right, that is that about that for the show this morning. It has been an exciting show this morning. Thank you, Rashid Kadi, your parting shot this morning.
Well, I will just implore everybody to go out and enjoy the weekends with beautiful football.
Everyone should come out and watch ABS.
Yeah, definitely. ABS is playing against Rovers, and please come out and support the team. Yeah.
Of course, you also come out and support Kwara United. They take on
Eyimba on Monday, definitely.
All right, so that's it about that for the show this morning. Classic Sports on Emirate Radio. Keep listening to Emirate Radio. We are the voice of the people. Yes. Do not go nowhere. Interesting programs coming your way after now. Tosh Michael is my name. I will be back on Friday for another episode of our Classic Sports right here on your Dial of Champion, the voice of the people. Adios.